All right. Is it visible now?
Yes, sir.
So,
All right.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So in the previous class, we started some discussion about reduction formulae. We'll study about it in detail today. Let us write the rules first. If there is some trigonometric ratio and there is some angle 90 into even multiple, and after that there is some angle with plus or minus, whatever angle is there. Okay. Then answer will be same t ratio of theta. Okay, same t ratio, then theta will be there with plus or minus sign, with plus or minus sign. Let us try to use this result first, and we will see how plus or minus sign will come. Any one sign will come, either positive or negative. So let's see how we find that sign. Suppose I want to find sine 120 degree. Suppose I want to find sine 120. Oh, wait a minute. Let me take a higher angle here. Wait a minute. Suppose I need to find sine 240 degree. So first of all, try to remember what I told you. This is in third quadrant. So we have two ways of splitting this angle 240. One can be it is greater than 180 and less than 270, right? So either I can write it as 180 plus 60, or at the same time I can write it as 270 minus 30. I have these two ways of writing this angle 240 degree. It is greater than 180, that is why 180 plus 60, and less than 270, that is why 270 minus 30. Here I am telling you a result which is related to the first one, 180 plus 60, that one. See, if I write it like this, then see, in place of t ratio, trigonometric ratio, we have sine. Okay, 180 is 180 is even multiple of 90, that is 90 into 2, and whatever angle is there with plus or minus sign, it is 60 here. So I hope now you know how to compare this. Now according to this rule or formula, same t ratio will be there. Here it is sine, so sine will remain, and whatever angle is there in place of theta, that will come. So in this way it will be reduced. Initially it was 240, now it is 60. However, one more thing is remaining, whether to write it as plus sine 60 degree or minus sine 60 degree. Now that we have to understand. So I will put a negative sign here. And what is the reason? The reason is this angle is in third quadrant. Reason is ASTC rule. You can write here ASTC rule. That will help you to find plus or minus. Now ASTC rule means what? This is 240 degree. Angle is in third quadrant. Third quadrant sign is negative. Okay. So this value will be a negative value. Now if we simply write sine 60, then sine 60 is root 3 by 2. That will make it a positive value. But 240 is negative. Sine 240 is negative. So that is why I will have to put a negative sign over here. Overall, its value will be minus root 3 upon 2. So this is the way to use this rule. Let me take another example. Suppose I have to find cos 300 degree. Now do not ask, sir, what about the lower one? I have not repeated for odd multiple. I am just teaching everything for even multiple till now. Cos 300 degree. This is in fourth quadrant. So I have two ways to write it. Either it is less than 360, so like this. 360 minus what? 360 minus 60 will be cos 300. Will be 300, or I can write it, since it is more than 270, so how much? more than 270 by 30 degrees. But I am telling you the rule which is valid for even multiple of 90. Let us repeat the same rule once again. See, in place of trigonometric ratio, we have cos here. 90 into even multiple. So 360 is clearly 90 into 4. That means 360 is even multiple of 90. Then there can be any angle with plus or minus. Here it is 60 degree. Now according to the rule, same T ratio will be coming. Angle will be 60 degree. And now I will have to see whether I will give the answer as plus cos 60 degree or minus cos 60 degree. So for that I will come back to the question. Angle is in fourth quadrant. Fourth quadrant cos is positive. Fourth quadrant value is positive. That means no need to give any other sign. It is simply cos 60. Because value is positive and cos 60 is positive. We already know this. So now the value of cos 300 degree will be 1 by 2. In this way we proceed. It is a very simple rule to apply. You can apply it very easily. Now let us try to understand the second rule with odd multiple of 90 degree. So little change will be there. With the help of that rule, we will be able to give the answers to the lower ones. Okay, and you will come to know that since by both the methods we are actually finding value of sine 240 degree and cos 300 degree, so obviously value will be same. So either you can go by even multiple of 90 or by odd multiple of 90. But let us see what their rule is. Okay, so this is, just let us give some numbering 1 2. We have only these 2 points to remember. So we have T ratio, and this is 90 into odd multiple plus minus theta. Now what will happen? It will be different T ratio. Angle will be theta only. Only this is changing, different. Rest will be same. In place of T ratio now, same T ratio will not be coming. Different T ratio will be coming. Theta will remain same, and this concept will also remain same with positive or negative sign. And for that we will have to use AST. Now this different. If it is different, now the question will be what will be that different T ratio. So I wrote some rule there. Left side, right side. Left side means this ratio, right side means this ratio. So if we have in this rule too, if we have sine on the left side, then in the right hand side it changes to cos. Okay. And if it is cos on the left hand side, it will change to sine in the right hand side. Similarly, if it is tan on the left hand side, in the right hand side it will become cot. You can remember them in pair. If it is cot on the left hand side, in the right hand side it will be tan. And finally, if it is cosec on the left hand side, it will be sec on the right hand side, sec on the left, cosec on the right. So you have to remember this, but they are easy to remember. Sine and cos come together. Sine on the left, cos on the right, cos on the left, sine on the right. Then tan and cot in the pair, and sec and cosec in the pair. So let us do one thing. With the help of this rule, let us find these two values only. That is sine 240 and cos 300. But now using odd multiple. Okay. So see here we have this result. Sine 240 we have already calculated. It is minus root 3 by 2. So you find the value by the help of even multiple or odd multiple. You will get the same answer. If you are using different method, that will not lead to a different value. Okay, if you are getting different values, then you are doing some mistake. Let us see how to get this answer now. So now sine 240, here it is sine 270 minus 30. 270 is odd multiple of 90. Have a look here. T ratio we have sine 90 into 3, that is 270, then angle is 30. So here different T ratio will come, and I already told you If it is sine on the left on the right hand side, it will be cos. Angle will come theta, that is 30 degree. And the same thing, we have to decide whether it will be plus or minus. Now answer is already written here. Third quadrant, sine 240 will be negative. So we will have to put a negative sign over here so that its value comes out to be negative. Why? Because cos 30 degrees is a positive value. And what its value? You have already learned in class 10th, its value is root 3 by 2. So as a result, sine 240 degree, either you find it by the even multiple or odd multiple. In both the cases, obviously the value will come same. Now with the help of this concept, any one of you can speak up and tell me how to find value of cos 270 plus 30. Any one student.
So it will change to sine.
Okay, sine is
Sine
there.
30.
Yeah, sine
Let them
30.
complete. 30, all right.
And then positive sine.
Yes. See, first of all, cos will change to sine, angle will change to 30 degree because angle will be reduced. That is what we are using. This is the reduction formula. And finally, since cos is a positive value in fourth quadrant, so no need to give any sign. And we already know that sine 30 degrees half. So value will be half. As you can see, from the both the methods, we have got the same values, and we should get the same values. All right. If you are not getting same values from both the methods, then you are definitely making some mistake.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes,
So if the angle is taken like which are on the axis, then on which quadrant you're supposed to consider?
I will take example, don't worry. If you can consider in any quadrant, you will get the same answer. I will take the
Okay,
example.
sir.
Yes, let me take the example.
So
Yes,
why cos became sine there?
it is just a rule for now. Proofs are not given here. There are proofs for every reduction formula. Proofs are given with the help of geometry. We'll come to that later. For now, I have just given the rule. I have not given the proofs. Okay. So remember, for odd multiple, you have to learn this table, and for even multiple, there is no change. This is the way to get the values. This is not the proof. Okay, proof will come later on. First, try to find the values. So, like if we have cos 180 degree. So his question was like if the angle is on the axis, like if you try to measure 180 degree. Okay, we measure angle with the help of a circle. So 180 will come on negative x-axis. How? This is some circle. There is a point px comma y. Now that point will be here. Why? Because this is initial side and we join P to the center. This is initial side, so this angle in this direction will be 180 degree. Now he's asking a question like, see, I will solve this using even multiple because 180 is even multiple. Okay, but I can solve this using two ways. I can write it as 90 into 2 plus 0. Okay, 90 into 2 plus 0 because it will be reduced to 0 degree. That is what we are studying here. Next is 90 into 2 minus 0. Okay, so either I write 180 plus 0 or 180 minus 0. It will be same. It will remain 180 only. Now, if it is even multiple, no change in P ratio, right? So cos 0. Now the question will be, listen carefully. Now your question will be, sir, how to give sign plus or minus? Because we are on axis. So which part we should consider it? First or second? Okay. See, for that you use this sign. Use this sign. Okay. Plus. Though it is 0, but it is plus. So consider as 180 plus something. Okay. Consider it as 180 plus something. So 180 plus something, though it is 0, but consider it for some time because your question is, sir, whether this point, this angle will be a part of second or third. So if I take it as 180 plus, then it is third, and if I take it as 180 minus something, then it is second. Okay, let us take it in third quadrant. So if it is in third quadrant, okay, if it is in third quadrant, if it is 180 plus something, then its value should be minus, because in third quadrant cos is a negative value and the value comes out to be minus 1. Okay, but then some of you may say, sir, it is 180 minus, so it should be in second quadrant. Okay, that is okay, but first let me write it is even multiple, so cos 0. Now the question comes whether to write plus or minus. So in the second case I am taking it as 180 minus. 180 minus means second quadrant, but you know one thing, that in second quadrant also cos is negative. In fact, cos is negative in second and third both. Because of this, value is coming equal and the value is minus 1. So no matter such type of angles you can consider in any one of the common quadrants, they will always give you the same value. Alright. Okay, so I'm giving some values. Find these values, and if anyone gets the answer, then he or she can speak up. But I need explanation also, like how you got this answer. Okay. So the first is 10, 225 degrees. Find the value.
Is it 1?
Give me the explanation.
It is 10, 180 plus 45 degrees.
Okay,
180
first,
is
just a minute. First, you will write it as 180 plus something, because it is in third quadrant, so obviously greater than 180. So he has written it as 180 plus. Okay, after this,
so because 180 is a even multiple of 90.
yes, that's correct.
And
So 180 is even multiple of 90. So that is why no change in T ratio. If it was 10 earlier, it will remain 10 only. Angle will be reduced to 45. Now, how you decided whether to write it as positive or negative?
the quadrant
Quadrant. So this is third quadrant. Third quadrant, 10 is
AST is positive.
ESTC, right? 10 is positive. So plus, what will be the value? 1. Because 1045, you already know this value. If someone wants to calculate using 270 minus, because it is greater than 180 and less than 270. So 270 minus how much? 45. This is basic mathematics. You should know how to write it. So now since 270 is odd multiple, 90 into 3. So in place of 10, cot will come, angle will be reduced, and it will be plus only. Just discussed, it is positive. Now cot 45 degree, you might have studied, this is also 1. So both the methods, same value. Okay. Okay, solve another question now. Okay, find this value. Cosec 330 degree.
So minus
Excuse
2.
me, sir.
Yes.
Sir, it's minus 45 degrees. No, so how is it plus cot 45?
Why you are taking minus of this bracket? Who asked you to take this bracket? What
So
we
that
are
sign is
writing?
irrelevant.
Yes, we always write theta after tan or cot, whatever. Plus and
Oh, okay,
minus,
sir.
they are taken in front, not between or together with angle. Okay.
Okay, sir.
This is the fifth example. Why you are getting confused? Yes, you are giving the answer.
So minus 2.
Minus 2. Yeah, that's correct. Tell me the
Yes.
explanation.
So I wrote it as 360 minus 30.
Yes, that's correct. So you are going with even multiple, right?
Yes, sir. So it will remain the same. Cosec 30.
Perfect. Yes.
So and it's in the fourth quadrant, so it's negative.
Yes, that's correct. See, it is so simple. Why are you complicating? Fourth quadrant cosec negative. Okay. So it is negative, but cosec 30 will be a positive value only. So you have to put a negative sign here. And cosec 30, everybody knows it's 2, right? So value will be minus 2. You can solve this by 270 plus 60 also, you'll get the same answer. Okay, find this value. Cos 270 degree. Cos 270.
So 0.
Yes. Tell me
0,
the
sir.
explanation. Yeah. Okay. Second student, you tell me the explanation for this.
Sir, I've taken it as 180 plus 90.
Okay, that is okay. We can do it. Then
Then 90 into 2. So it is a even multiple. So I took cos 90, which is
that's correct.
0.
So cos 90 is 0. That is fine. But see this 270 degree. Okay. One more thing. 270. We have to decide the sign also. So 270. See 270 is this angle. So it can be considered as a part of third as well as fourth quadrant. Okay. If you now listen, this is very important. If you consider it as part of third quadrant, then in third quadrant cos is negative, you put a negative sign. Okay. But if you consider it as a 270, you consider this as a part of fourth quadrant. It is a common, actually common to both, so you can consider in any one whatever you want. Okay, these angles which are on the axis like 0, this angle 90, 180, 270, 360, you can consider in any one of the quadrant. You will always get the same answer. Do not get confused. So if someone says no, I will take in the fourth quadrant, if you will take in the fourth quadrant, then it will be positive. But why we'll get the same answer? We will get the same answer because cos 90 degree itself is 0. And if in front of 0 you put a negative or positive sign, it doesn't matter. Okay. Final answer will be 0. Another method could have been like instead of writing 180 plus 90, this is okay. No problem. You could have written it like this. Simply 90 into 3. Because 90 into 3 is 270 only. Now the question is 90 into 3 what? Plus or minus. So it doesn't matter, you write plus 0. I solved this question few minutes back, same type of question, or you can write it as 90 into 3 minus 0. Please note, now in this method I am using odd multiple. So cos will change to sine, angle will be 0. And 90 into 3 plus something means 270 plus something means fourth quadrant. So cos will be positive. If I take this one, 90 into 3 sine 0. Now plus or minus, minus. Why? Because now I am taking this angle 270 minus. That is in the third quadrant. But you see what happens in such cases where the angles are on the axis and we take them in any quadrant, there is no difference in the answer. You always get the same answer. Here sign means plus or minus. Sign in front of 0 is irrelevant. Okay, you write plus 0 or minus 0, you will get the same answer. So cos 270 solved by any method, you will get 0. Okay, find this fourth question now. Suppose you have to find sine of 405 degree. How to find it?
You'd have to do 2 times.
Not required actually. The rule is sufficient to explain the answer.
So it can even be 360 plus 45, right?
It can be any angle. Yes, you are getting it right. Now, if you will cross 360, I have a question to you. If you will cross 360, where you will come in which quadrant?
First.
First.
First
Quadrant.
only.
First.
First only. Because see, we have 4 quadrants. So if we cross 360, we will come back again to the first quadrant. Okay. So now this angle 405 degrees is actually in first quadrant. How to get it? See, first you write it as 360 plus something. Clearly it is greater than 360. How much greater it is? It is 45 degree more than 360, right? How to write it? See, how to explain this whole thing. 360 is 90 even multiple, right? Even multiple of 90. Even multiple of 90. Sine won't change. Same T ratio. Angle will be reduced to 45. And now finally we have to decide this. So what I just told you, 405 degree. See, listen carefully here. This thing. We are talking about first round in anti-clockwise sense. First round, I mean someone is moving like this here. This way. What happened? First round. Made angle 0 to 90. Then from here to here, 190 to 180. Then 180 to 270. Then 360. Now what happened? Suppose second round is there. Second round. Third round. Fourth round. Any number of rounds. Ultimately what will happen? Only one of these 4 quadrants will be there. So since 405 is 45 degree more than 360, 45 more than 360 is here only. 45 more means first quadrant. So this angle is in first quadrant. First quadrant ASTC rule, sign will be positive. So that's why the value will be equal to sine 45 only, and this will be finally equal to 1 by root 2. Now we can go on increasing angle like this. It can be a very big angle. So what you can do, if angles are large, what you can do, you should divide that number by 90. Okay, but you should know the division. Okay, it can be any angle divided by 90. Write it like this. Okay, and then you decide about the rule, and finally what will be important will be the position of the angle, like 405 first quadrant. So similarly there may be even bigger angles, like I'm giving one example. Fifth one, find value of 10, 1140 degree. This is the answer. Find this value. So do division like this. See, 1140 by 90 like this. So 91 is a 90.
Root 3.
Root 3. Yeah, that's correct. Good.
Yes,
So
sir.
90 into 1 is 90. This will be how much? How much it will be remaining? Sorry. 420. Okay. Then it will be 2. Remainder will be 60. Write this in the form of long division. Division algorithm. This is divisor. Sorry, this is dividend. 1140 is dividend. Divisor is 90. Quotient is 16. Sorry, 12. Quotient is 12 and remainder is how much? 60. Okay, write it like this. Dividend equals divisor into quotient plus remainder. Okay. So this will tell you that we have even multiple of 90 degree. 12 is even multiple of, sorry, 90 into 12. So that is even multiple of 90. So because of that, T ratio will remain same, angle will come 60 degree. Now what is important is the sign, determination of sign, plus or minus. So clearly it will be plus. Why? and this will be the answer. You know why? Because we are making 12 rounds of 90 first, anti-clockwise. How? This is first one round of 90, then 2, 3, 4. So in one complete round of this whole thing, we make 4 rounds of 90. Second round, 8 rounds of 90. Third round, 12 rounds of 90 are completed. Okay, 12 rounds of 90. Then how much? Greater, plus 60. So plus 60 will not cross this quadrant. So answer will be in, this angle will be in first quadrant only. Okay, and as a result, its value will be positive. And tan 60 is root 3. So that is the answer. Okay, now sometimes you will find them in the form of formula also. These are the numerical values. Sometimes you will be like required to write these values. Do not try to learn them. Okay, do not learn them. Just try to find them using the rules that I have told you. In some books and copies, there will be so many formulae. So do not learn them as formula. Just try to find the values. I have written few of them. There can be others also. Like for 90 minus theta, there are six results, sec, cosec, sine. 90 plus theta, there will be 6. Then 180 minus theta, 180 plus theta, and so on. Okay. So it's not possible that we write all of them, but we can definitely find their values using the rules that we have discussed. Okay, can anyone tell me what sine 180 minus theta will be equal to?
So sin
Sin-
Minus
theta.
sin theta.
Minus sine theta
Positive.
Plus
So
minus
plus
Plus
sin.
sin.
plus sine theta is correct. This is wrong. Why? 180 is even multiple. Answer will be in sine. Angle will be theta. But why positive? Because see this quadrant. What I told you, if it is 180 minus means second quadrant. Second quadrant means sine will be positive. So we will use this one, not this one. Okay. All right. Next one.
Minus
Minus
cosine.
Minus
minus sin theta.
minus sine theta. 270 odd multiple. Cos will change to sine. Angle will be theta. Why negative? 270 minus third quadrant. Third quadrant cos is negative. I think by now you should have understood this whole thing. Now I'm writing all the answers. Minus tan theta. This is sec theta. This is cosec theta. This one you learned in class 10th only, but the method was something else. Now I have told you the general rule to remember all. And this is cot theta. Check all the values. If you have doubt in anyone, you can ask. These are the 6 questions, 1 to 6. Okay, so I have a question for you. Find the value of. Observe the pattern and then you can see how many angles are there. This is the question. You have to find the sum. Cos 1 degree plus cos 2 degree plus cos 3 degree up to cos 179 degree. See, to solve this question, we will have to use the reduction formula. And reduction formula means to reduce the angle. So that means the bigger angles need to be reduced. So first of all, I will try to change this cos 179 degree. I don't know the value of these terms. Otherwise, I will put their values and find the sum. So 179, it is very easy to understand that it is close to 180 degree. So I have written it as cos 180 minus 1. Tell me, what will be its equal to what?
Minus cos 1 degree.
Yes, correct. Why? Because 180 even multiple cos angle will be theta, that is 1 degree, and why negative? Because this is second quadrant, cos is negative. And this will help you to understand that this particular term, which is now cos minus 1 degree, this will cancel the first term. Because in the beginning of the question, we have cos 1 degree, and this is changing to minus cos 1 degree, so they will cancel each other. Same thing will happen with all the other terms. 178 is 180 minus 2. By the same rule, it will become minus cos 2. 177 cos 180 minus 3 minus cos 3. So what will happen? The terms from the last, they will start cancelling the terms from the beginning. But we can see that these are 179 angles because angle is increasing by 1 degree. So if one angle is cancelling the other angle, so I mean sum of these two is 0. So pairwise the sum is coming 0, or pairwise they are cancelling each other. But they will not make the absolute pairs. Why? Because odd number of terms are there. So what do you think? What is going to happen?
So cos 90 will be left.
Yes, cos 90 will be left, and that itself is 0. So the final answer will be 0. Cos 1 degree plus cos 179, 0. Cos 2 degree, cos 178 degree, 0. Explanation is here. Cos 3 degree. So what do you think? We are increasing angle by 1 degree and decreasing by 1 degree here. This will go on. Do not write all the terms. It's not possible. So how to proceed? In the left side terms, increase angle by 1 degree. In the right ones, and decrease angle by 1 degree. So you can go on writing it like this. It will become 89 here and 91 degree here. It will be 0. How I came to know this? Because sum should be 180, 3, 177, 2, 178, 1, 179. And also angle is increasing by 1 degree here. It is decreasing by 1 degree. So this will reach till 89 and this will reach till 91. Okay. So all these terms will make the sum 0, and cos 90 itself is 0 from the table. Therefore, the answer of this question is 0, because all the terms will cancel each other, and the middlemost term cos 90 degree, its value itself is 0. That is why overall the sum is 0. Question based on reduction formula. Just a minute. Okay, so I have a question here. Let me see who can solve it. Cos pi plus x.
So can you just scroll up a bit? Can you scroll up a little more, sir?
Wait a minute. Why are you reading this? Why are you noting it down? I told you not to note it down, just to understand the questions. Wait a minute, let me complete this question, then you can solve it. And other students, please note down this question, then I will scroll it up. So this is cos pi plus x cos x upon sin pi minus x cos pi by 2 plus x. This is equal to, and the options are given here. So there is this expression cos pi plus x cos x upon sin pi minus x cos pi by 2 plus x. 4 options are given. You have to tell me which of the following options are correct. Okay. Yes, what you were asking. I have scrolled it up. Note down quickly.
Done.
Okay.
So C.
Sorry, I have written both options as B, so it is C. So your answer is what for x?
Yes, sir.
Correct answer. Simple reduction formula. C cos pi plus x. Pi means 180. 180 plus x. Reduction formula. 180 means even. No change. X but minus y. Third quadrant. 180 plus something. Third quadrant cos is negative. Similarly, sin pi minus x. First I am simplifying all of them, then I will put their values. Sin 180 minus x. Again, trigonometric ratio. 180 even multiple, no change, but angle is second quadrant. Sin is positive, so it will remain sin x only. And finally, cos pi by 2 plus x. Pi by 2 means 90 degree radian, nothing else. 90 is odd multiple of itself, 90 into 1. So cos will change to sin. Okay. And 90 plus second quadrant. Cos is negative. Put a minus sign here. Now you put all these values, you will get the answer. Why I have done it like this? Because the angles were pi plus x pi, all the angles were different in every term, but finally in answer each is having x only, so I am changing it in x using reduction formula. So what will happen? Cos pi plus x can be written as minus cos x. No change here, it is cos x only. Denominator sin pi minus x is sin x, and cos 90 plus x is minus sin x. Okay, minus sin x. Here is the answer.
Can you please explain
Minus.
again?
What to explain? You explain it to me. I have explained it 10 times. What you could not understand, tell me.
So no, I did not understand how you did everything. My network is always getting bad.
Everything is written on the screen. Please read. If you are not able to understand, then you ask me. Because
Okay.
network I can't help. Please read this on the whatever is written on the screen. Because from the starting of the class, I am using the same concept, that is reduction formula. I have simplified three terms which are there written on the right hand side of the screen: cos pi plus x, sin pi minus x, and cos pi by 2 plus x. Pi is 180, pi by 2 is 90 degree. Angles are given in radians, change in degrees. Use reduction formula. Cos 180 plus x. 180 is even multiple, it will remain in cos only. Okay. Angle will be x, it will be reduced, so it will change to x. And y negative sign. I mentioned 180 plus means greater than 180, third quadrant. Third quadrant cos is negative, so put a minus sign. Okay. So nothing new.
Yes.
I have reduced every term with the help of reduction formula only. Okay. After reducing them, you put them in the question, you will get this answer. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Whole class is based on reduction formula only, so nothing new. Now only question will be different. Rest theory is completed. Okay, I have another question for you here. Solve it. Similar type of question. Cos 3 pi by 2 plus x. Cos 2 pi plus x. Then we have a bracket. Cot 3 pi by 2 minus x plus cot 2 pi plus x equals, and the options are a1, b0, c minus 1, d none.
So in the bracket, is it cot for both?
Let me check. Yeah, in the book it is cot only. Cos in the first two terms and cot in the next two terms. Yes.
Okay, sir.
A.
Yes, that's correct. Good. So let me solve it. See, first you have to reduce all of these terms because reduction formula will be used and all these terms will be changed in terms of angle x. So if we start with the first one, cos 270, 3 pi by 2 is 270 degree. All right, degree radian. 270 plus x. 270 means sine x, and 270 plus is in fourth quadrant, so it will be sine x only. Cos will be positive. Then the second one will be cos x. Why? 2 pi is 360. 360 is even multiple. It will remain in cos only. Angle will be x and it will be positive by first quadrant. 360 plus something like that. Okay. Then it's all about reduction. Nothing. Otherwise, nothing is there in the question. Then cot 270 minus x. Cot will change to 10x. And 270 minus means third quadrant. Cot will be positive. Finally, cot of 2 pi plus x, that will be cot x. Why? 2 pi is 360. 360 is even multiple. Cot will remain in cot only. Angle Vx. Quadrant is first. Cot is positive. So very limited concept is there of reduction. And then now what to do? If you have a look at the options, you see that answers are coming in terms of numbers like 1, 0, -1. So you cannot say that, sir, this is the answer and that is why none of these will be the answer. No. You should use the results that you have already studied in class 10. If you are not able to proceed any further, then at least try to change it in sine and cos. Change every term in terms of sine and cos because these are the base functions. All others have been derived from there only, and you will get the answer 1 in the next step. Why? Because when we will change in sine and cos, after taking LCM, it will be sine square plus cos square in the numerator, and the denominator it will be cos sine. This cos sine will be cancelled from here. Identity is left. Answer is 1. A is the answer. So if you students are following NCRT in your schools, if you are in CBSE board schools, then NCRT, there is this chapter, and this is the question from the second exercise of that book. Sorry, third exercise. This is 3.3. Exercise 3.3 and question number also I can tell you it is 9th question. Okay. However, it is based on simple reduction. Alright. Okay, now let me tell you one another concept which is related to reduction formula only, but they are learned separately because they are easy to be learned. Formula of minus theta. Formula of minus theta. Sine of minus theta is minus sine theta. Cos of minus theta is cos theta. I'll write the formula first, I'll explain, and then we'll solve some questions on this. And it will help you to get rid of negative angles. I will tell you how. Tan of minus theta is minus tan theta. Cot of minus theta is minus cot theta. See, you will observe that either minus comes out of this bracket and we write it in front, or it is absorbed within the bracket. Let us see how we'll remember the results. So in sec and cos, minus is absorbed. So cos of minus theta is cos theta only. And what about other 4? In other 4, minus comes in front. So it is not there with the angle theta anymore, but it comes in front. So very easy to remember. Just remember cos because sec is reciprocal of cos only. So cos and sec, in these two, I have star marked them. Cos and sec, in these two cases minus is absorbed, while in others minus comes in front. See, I will tell you the reason also why it happens. But first let me tell you the application, why they are important, why these formula are important. Because they will help you to find the values in negative angles which otherwise you will find difficult to express. Like sine of minus 150 degree. First of all, I have a question. Anyone can tell me this. I am only talking about minus 150 degree. Tell me minus 150 degree will come in which quadrant?
The
The
third.
second.
Third.
Third quadrant. We are moving clockwise now.
Third
If
quadrant.
you think, yes, if you think it is 150 degree, then you will give the answer
Third.
second quadrant. It is third quadrant. Why? See, this is 0 degree, initial side. Move it like this is minus 90, clockwise direction. Rotate some more. This angle, this angle, this angle. This is minus 150 degree, the whole angle, all right? Negative sign shows that it is clockwise direction. Because see, from here to here, this is minus 180 degree, okay? So minus 150 will come somewhere here. So this is third quadrant. Another important thing, if it is third quadrant, sine will come out to be a negative value. Let us see how we will get a negative value. Please listen carefully. So, but the problem is that if we will use reduction formula, then this minus sign will create problem. These formulae will help you to get rid of negative sign. How? Use first formula. Use first formula here. in place of sign of minus 150 you will write minus sign 150. Okay, so no more negative sign with the within the bracket. Okay, now minus is outside, so whatever will be the answer, that will be multiplied by minus. That is the whole thing. And now how to solve it, this you have already learned. Keep minus outside and let us solve this bracket. So we'll write it like this. 180 is even multiple, angle will be 30 degree, and see this underlined portion, this one, only this one. This is second quadrant now, okay? Because minus is outside by this formula. Second quadrant sign is positive, so it will be plus. However, there is negative outside, so minus into plus is minus. So this negative is because of this formula, because angle was given in the clockwise direction. What is the final value? Final value is minus half, which is true. Why? Because it should be a negative value. So whenever you have negative angles, these formula will help you, and you will be able to find the answer once again with the help of reduction formula in an easy way. Like similarly, if you have cos of minus 240 degree. So first thing, minus is absorbed. So it is same thing now. Now you can solve. Okay, using this second formula. So cos of 180 plus 60 minus cos 60 minus half will be the answer. So in this way, what will happen when you will use this formula of negative angles? They will change the question in the positive angle only. Though they may put a negative sign in front, or negative may be absorbed depending on the formula, but it will change angle from clockwise to anti-clockwise, and that will help you to find the value. Now finally, suppose that there is a point P, x comma y. A basic knowledge of coordinate geometry will be tested in this proof. Let me see who can explain. Suppose that there is a point P, x comma y. It is in the first quadrant. It is obviously it is visible. Let us say there is a center C of the circle. Suppose I make an angle theta here. Okay, I make an angle theta here, and this is radius. We developed the new definition of sine and cos using circle, if you remember. So can anyone tell me, if you remember, what is cos theta from this diagram? Do you remember what is cos theta? What I told you? Definition of new definition. Yes.
X upon R.
X upon R. Remember, x coordinate upon radius of circle. So from this diagram it is x by r. Okay, fine. Now listen. Try to visualize this thing. Let's say, try to imagine that we have 45 degree. In place of theta we have 45. Not exactly 45, just to visualize the angle theta and minus theta. So if you have 45 in the first quadrant like this, in place of theta, minus 45 will come like this, right? Minus 45 will come like this. That will be in the fourth quadrant only, right? So just like with the help of point P and theta, I have written cos theta as x by r. Now what I am doing, I am considering a point Q. Okay, I am considering a point Q. I am joining it with the center C, and I am saying that this angle is minus theta. Okay, so just like I calculated cos of this angle, now I want to calculate cos of this angle. Which angle? Cos of minus theta. So if you have understood the new definition, okay, if you have understood the new definition, can anyone explain or tell me what will be cos of minus theta from the new definition? What do you think? Or what do you require to write cos of minus theta? Is there anything missing that you need to write cos of this angle by the definition?
So it'll be x by r only.
Can you tell me why?
So because x meaning x coordinate is positive only.
X is positive, that is fine. But do you have the coordinates of Q?
So yeah,
So x comma minus y.
Very good. That is what I was expecting. I told you a basic knowledge of coordinate geometry will be tested. See, if this is point P, make an angle theta, and there is a similar kind of point here, which is making angle minus theta. This will happen only when Q will be image of P, because they are making same type of angles with center. So Q will be image of P. Now this point is in first quadrant. Image means exactly below at the same distance, just like P is at this distance, whatever it is, then this will be present exactly at the same distance below x-axis. So if you try to understand, if this is the image, if Q is the image of P, then obviously x will remain same, but y will be negative. Why? First quadrant x positive, y positive. Fourth quadrant x positive, y negative. So if y is positive, minus y will be negative here. This will be positive. And importantly, that if you know the coordinates of P, you know the coordinates of Q also, image. Then only these angles will be formed, theta and minus theta. This can equivalently be uh, explained on the basis of congruency also. Okay, if we consider triangle PCM and QCM, PCM and QCM, they are congruent. Okay, so by CPCT, PM is equal to MQ, and PM is equal to MQ means if this is at height y, this will be a depth y. So depth y means minus y, and x coordinate will remain same by coordinate geometry. What do you observe? Cos theta is x by r, cos of minus theta is x by r. So both of them are equal. Let me explain another result with this definition only. Now suppose, please help me to write sine theta. Come back again at angle theta and triangle PCM. Tell me what will be sine theta? New definition.
Y by R.
Y by r. Remember y coordinate upon radius of circle. Now I want to write sine of minus theta. See, when you are writing sine theta, for that you joined P to the center. So coordinates of P will be considered. Now in case of minus theta, how minus theta is formed? Minus theta is formed with x-axis as initial side and terminal side as CQ. So coordinates of Q will be considered. I hope you are getting it. Coordinates of Q will be considered. In angle theta, PC was the terminal side. So coordinates of P were considered. So now the question is, just like sine theta is y by r, who can tell me what will be sine of minus theta?
Minus y by r.
Minus y by r.
Yes, correct. Y coordinate of point Q. Y coordinate of point Q upon radius of circle. What do you observe? Both are opposite of each other. So from here, I will write sine of minus theta. In place of y by r, I will put sine theta, but minus is there. So that's why it will become minus of sine theta. Okay. So some of you were asking about the proofs. They are the proof from the geometry in the reduction formula also. But if you will go in the proof of every reduction formula, it will take a lot of time. Okay. And I was planning to complete set and relation also by the first week of October, because some of you are having school exams. That is why. So proof we may skip, and proof will not have, stop you to solve any question till IIT advance and what else you need. And if you have free time, you if you have any standard textbook, you can go through the proofs. All are written there, and they are easy to understand because they are proved using geometry, coordinate geometry, and trigonometry, and you know all these three things. Okay. So if you will go through the proofs, you will definitely understand. But for now, we can skip that part.
You mean the questions in JEE mains and advanced can come from this also, like even from the derivation point of view?
No derivation, nobody asks. See, these
So
are
no,
not what.
like
Yes.
not the derivation, not actual derivation, but the steps from the derivation. Anything can come from that.
See, basically, whatever I'm doing here in this proof is coordinate geometry, right? Coordinate geometry
Yes,
you
sir.
started studying from class 10th, then trigonometry, geometry, congruency, etc. You have already studied till class 9th, and then some basic trigonometry. So not directly, but there may be a question where you have to do all this working. That is possible. Okay. But do not think that you are going to give IIT tomorrow only. Okay, so it will take time. So gradually you will be able to understand all these things. Okay.
Yes, sir.
First 3 to 4 months we understand what is the syllabus, what is the level of the studies. Then after completion of 5 to 6 months we actually start grasping the things, and based on the basis if we are actually devoting time for the studies. Okay. So
Yes, sir.
till now what you have to do, don't think much, just go through the notes whatever we are teaching, go through the notes regularly, try to complete your homework. Do not think about when I will give the exam, will I be selected, all these things. That is secondary, it is going to happen after 1.5 years. Okay, so relax, no need to worry about that. Okay, we will teach you each and everything, and we will teach you things when they are required. Okay, I cannot teach you everything in one class only. It will take time, chapters are lengthy, there are so many concepts we have to practice also. And the main restriction is that we are all studying in this virtual world of online classes. Okay, kind of
Yes.
virtual world, no proper interaction. So we have to work in this environment only till things are not getting normal. So but still things will go. It's not like that we will be stopping anywhere. Okay, nothing will stop, things will go, and when things get normal we'll see how we can make up for the whatever is left or not studied properly, or lack of practice, doubt sessions, whatever. Okay, till then keep studying and do not wait for anything. Do not think that when things will get normal I will study from then. It may be possible things may get normal after 6 months, so you will wait till then? No. So whatever homework I am giving now, in if we talk about trigonometry, I have not shared the notes. Someone was asking, I will share them today, because now the actual content I have taught, what you might have been revising before this, class 10th only, then radian, degree, measure, they are the basic things. You can just revise them on your fingertip, but now the questions will be there. Okay, so then only I'll be sharing the notes. Okay. Okay, so let's come back. So it is very simple, this concept is very simple. Even if you don't understand the proof, just remember one basic thing, that in cos and its reciprocal, minus is absorbed, and in the remaining four formulae the minus comes in front. And what is the advantage, that if we are not able to find values of such type of terms which contain negative angles, then these formulae will help us to change it in angles in anti-clockwise sense, and then using reduction formulae we'll be able to find their values. Okay, so that is the main purpose. Okay, just calculate one value and let's see if you are comfortable with this. So this is the value, cosec minus 240 degree. So we'll be solving these last three questions for today. With that, we'll end the class. And from the next class, we'll study formula like sine A plus B, cos A minus B, and something like that. Okay, so that we'll keep for the next class.
The answer, the first one is 2 by root 3.
I'm writing your answer here. I'm not saying it is correct. I'm just writing your answer, 2 by root 3. Anyone else having any other answer or same?
Same.
So
Okay, you are
same.
getting same answer. So
Yes,
first
sir.
of
Same.
all right, let us see. I think you are correct. So first of all, using negative formula and clockwise, anti-clockwise, so minus will come in front because this is cosec. Now keeping minus outside and writing 240 as 180 plus 60. Okay, and these formula will help you in physics also. Now that you have learned here, so whenever they will be used there also. So now you have already know this. Cosec 180 plus 60, even multiple, okay. So cosec 60 only, but 180 plus 60. 180 plus 60 is this third quadrant. Third quadrant cosec is negative, put a minus sign here. Minus was already there, so it will become plus. Plus cosec 60. Cosec 60 is the reciprocal of sin 60. Sin 60 is root 3 by 2. This will be 2 by root 3. So your answer was correct. And others also said answer is coming same. All right, second question now. And see, whenever angle is in radian, then you know that you should convert it in degrees. Okay. If you have to apply reduction formula, you will change it in degrees. So for that, use the relation that pi radian is 180 degree. We have already discussed this thing.
So second is -1.
-1. Let us see if your answer is correct. First of all, minus will come outside. Why? Because cot of minus theta is cot minus cot theta, right? Now let us change this angle in degrees. So it is 15 into 180 degree. Put a degree sign here, okay? Then this will be 45 into 15. How much is this value? 45 into 15 is how much? 5 carry over 2. This is 2 to 5, 5, 4. So this is 675 degrees. 675. What I told you, you have to divide it by 90. You should be like comfortable in division. So 90 into 7 will be 630. 45 will be the remainder. So let us write it. 675 as 90 into 7 plus 45. Okay. So 7 rounds of 90. Odd multiple. Okay. Odd multiple, cot will change to 10. Angle will reduce to 45 degree. And important thing is it is in which quadrant? So let us see. 7 rounds of 90. First round, second round, third round, fourth round, fifth, sixth, seventh. Seventh round is finished here at negative y-axis plus 45. Plus 45 means that this is in fourth quadrant. Okay. This is fourth quadrant. And in fourth quadrant, cot is negative. So minus will be here, right? Fourth quadrant, cot will be negative. And minus was already there, so it will be plus 1045 degree, and that's why the answer will be 1. All right, not -1. So just a slight mistake from your side, that is in determining side. That is important. Now I think you might have understood how to tackle such type of problems.
Yes, sir.
All right. Okay, let's try last one. 10, 19 pi by 3. Here's the question. All right.
Root 3.
Is it root 3? I'll write your answer.
So minus root 3.
And you are getting minus root 3. So again, difference in signs. But both of you are agreeing on this numerical value. Now there is a matter of sign only, plus or minus. Okay, then let's see this question if you have solved it. So 10, 19 pi by 3. change it in degrees. So 180 upon 3 is 60. And this will be 0, 4, carry over 5, 1140. I think we solved this question. This is 90 into 12 plus 60 divided by 90 here. Do it yourself. So 12 rounds, even multiple, 1060. Quadrant is first. Root 3 will be the answer. Because see, 12 rounds of 90 will finish at positive x-axis and plus 60. So it will be in first quadrant only. And that's why value will be root 3. Not minus root 3. Okay. So be careful with this sign. Okay. You may get a numerical value, but you may be doing some mistake in determining the sign. So see, rule is very simple. All right. You have to be just careful, and before you give the answer, just cross check once again. All right. All right. So I think our next class is on Saturday, day after tomorrow. Now in the next class, you will suddenly see a lot of formulae coming in this chapter. Okay. So many formulae will come suddenly, but since it will be the last class of the week, so you will get some time to learn them. And I'm telling you, now the learning part begins. Okay. You will not find these many formulae in the entire chapter till class 12. So from the next class, there will be so many formulae, and without learning the formula, you won't be able to solve the questions. Because when you will learn, then only you will be able to recognize those formulae in the questions. Okay. Otherwise, everything will be mixed up. You won't be able to start the question. So before teaching, I'm telling you already, whatever formula I tell you after this class, learn them as soon as possible. Okay. And even after that class, I can ask anyone from the class. Whenever class is going, I can ask anyone by name, and I can ask, tell me the formula of sin A plus B cos A minus B. Okay. So you have to be ready with that. Okay. But that will be happening in the next week. Saturday, I'll be teaching you all those formula, and then I will tell you how to use them. And from the next week, I will start asking the formula. All right. So that's it for today. I think I'll be sharing the notes today or tomorrow. Okay. And that's it.
Thank
for
you,
today.
sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Bye, everyone.
So how cos 19 plus x is sin minus sin x?
Cos 90 plus x. This one.
So yes.
Cos 90 plus x will be minus sin x. See, 90 is odd multiple of itself. 90 is 90 into 1, right? 90 is 90
Yes, sir.
into 1. 1 means odd. So cos will change to sin. Angle will be x. And why negative? Because 90 plus x is in second quadrant. Second quadrant cos is negative, so minus sign. Okay.
Okay, sir.
All right.